He shaved the beard.
You're listening to the very 21st episode of the Celtic Crack Podcast.
Yeah.
Nice
Back
one.
again.
Yort.
Man, whoever made that fucking intro is a serious man on the
Serious
guitar,
man,
isn't he?
man.
Oh, there he is there beside me. Didn't see you, Dev.
Yeah.
Do you hate those videos? Do you ever watch a video on YouTube where it starts off like that? Where it's a grown man and he's doing something and then he looks up at the camera and goes, oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. I'm like, oh, no. Straight away, I'm just like, no, fuck you. Fuck off. Click back. I'm not watching. I don't care what the video's about. I'm not watching it. I watch this Barney like I'm going to go, oh, he spotted me. Fucking hell.
None of that can be as bad as, hi, I'm Barry Scott.
Yeah. He's all right, though. Billy Mays here.
They're all wankers, man.
Can you imagine sitting down with him for dinner?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott. Welcome to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, no, man.
You're right.
I'm gone. Good luck.
Every time
Food knowledge gone off, isn't it, Joe?
I don't care how fucking clean you can make a penny. You just eat your fucking food, like.
Yeah.
Closer to the mic.
You're using Silibang to wash the veg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to actually address a little thing. Do you remember that laxative prank thing that we were talking about in the last? Was it the
That
last
was all
episode?
staged. It was all
It was all
staged.
fucking
Yeah.
spoof.
Yeah, I found that out as well.
There's
It's fuck's sake.
a spoof documentary you can get on Netflix.
Yeah,
American Vandal.
Yeah.
But the first one was Who Drew the Dicks. It was some fellas just going around drawing dicks and everything, like. And
For fuck's sake.
it was very good, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was serious at first, like, and it was like a halfway through it, and I was like, nah, man, this definitely is a piss take. I feel like shit now for not knowing that in the first place.
So just for a spoof, they had young girls with their knickers down around their ankles in all the videos. Like,
They probably had 2 more pairs of knickers on up under
Yeah.
They were spoof knickers, man. They were prop knickers. Chocolate
that's
pudding.
okay. That's all right then. I just wanted to clarify that.
They were
That's
actually
okay.
sold on eBay last week for hundreds of thousands.
By
Pure
you?
quagmire, huh? These were confiscated from a hooker. $50 when we captured her. She soiled herself. $60.
Oh yeah, and she had STDs
Yeah.
and then he dropped
55.
Don't you know that's after giving some young fella a savage idea, though?
Yeah.
That whole thing, like. There's going to be a video for that for real, like.
Probably,
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. They're gonna fucking spike something in some school somewhere.
It's going to happen in the States, and the young
Yeah.
fella is going to get about 50 years in prison for it. Like.
Yeah. It was the same with drawing all the dicks around.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? Didn't that spawn an art? What's his name? Wanksy. No, sorry, that's Banksy. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Instead of getting in the door and lowering the tone. By the way, lads, that initiation, my arse is still killing me after.
Sure,
No.
get over it, man.
How did you survive that?
Just about.
I adapted.
Well used to it. Adapt, improvise, and
So listen
overcome.
to Stretch Armstrong over.
Fuck's sake. Look at this thing. We're just talking about it. Poor Mr. Anus, the council candidate, given a bum deal by Facebook.
Ouch.
Too many innuendos in one fucking caption there, man.
Poor Mr. Anus. Is his name actually Mr. Anus?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
He's running in an election in Belgium, and Facebook wouldn't let him open his own page because
His name is Anus. Please use a real name.
Wet.
I just even looking at his face, man, he looks like an ass. Now, to be fair, like.
And then a politician who talks out through his arse as well.
Yeah, looks name suits
Yeah,
him.
well, sure, you know what I mean? They're known for talking shit. You may as well name yourself after fucking.
True,
You know
yeah,
what
I mean, the name is pretty fitting, like.
it is, isn't it? Prime Minister Anus.
What's his first name? Cock, is it?
Luck,
Cock Ennis?
Luck, L-U-C.
Luck
Luck
Anus.
Anus.
Well, I think that'd be Luke, wouldn't it?
What did you say was from
If
Belgium?
his middle name is Atmoy, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Hello, I'm Luck at my Anus.
It's a bum deal he's got.
Yeah,
Age 26.
God love
He's
him.
probably going to die next year anyway.
There's worse names than that on Facebook, though. Do you ever see them? Like, people have all those screenshots of the people's funny names. Fuck me. And there was what was the story?
Binder Dundat was one I came across.
fuck's
Man.
sake.
A Wimberway.
Wimberway, I was just gonna say it.
I shared that on Facebook the other day.
What was the other one? It was like Amin, and the
Asda.
surname was Yashed.
Oh, yeah, shade. I'm
Yeah.
in your shade, yeah.
People kept messaging her, man, you're not in my shed, I just checked and all this. And he was like,
There's another one, Amin Asda.
Yeah.
You are now connected with Amin Asda, and your man sends him a message. Will you see if they have any of those Jaffa cakes on offer while you're there, man?
yeah, there's a shitload of them, like. Some of them are very bad. There was just a story there about some Asian fella who got terrorized by the police. They beat the shit out of him, apparently, because they asked him his name, and his name was like "fuck you" or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
See,
I think
yeah,
that was
yeah.
a spoof, though.
I
Man.
don't know, man. Who the fuck knows?
What's
sure
your
they
name?
spoke.
Fuck you, and they get in the head boxed off.
I'm telling you, fuck you. Yeah.
Well, close your eyes. Oh, Jesus.
Well, like that fucking video I sent you the other day, the two boys in the having the argument. You fucking,
That's the funniest
fucking.
The Pakistani boys.
Oh my god!
I
man,
shared that
it's
as well. I tagged you in it
hilarious.
as well, innit? But it was Mourinho, Ronaldo.
Oh, Mourinho and
Oh,
Pogba, yeah. I shared that.
You
on
are
as well,
fucking,
actually.
you are
You are
fucking.
fucking. You are fucking.
No, fuck me, bloody. You fucking bloody.
You are motherfucking.
You bloody bitch bastard.
Why you were fucking me, bloody?
You are going to accident. They start getting pure nice to each other, then looking out for each other.
Why you thought me? You are going to accident. You bloody fucking.
You
are
fucking.
I'll just do the whole podcast. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Definitely the funniest argument ever. I showed that to Pakistani lads that I know, like, and they were pissing themselves laughing at it. They were like, the boys having a shred of English between them, like, they just learned 2 or 3 curse words and that was it, like.
Yeah.
Just
You are
bitch.
fucking.
Mother
You are-
bitch.
You
There's
bitch
another one.
bastard. You are fucking.
Bloody bitch. You fucking.
Remember Bo Selector used to take the piss out of that as well.
Your
He used
man.
to do like
Cody him.
Was it?
I'm Cody him.
Like, you bloody
At the bloody
ass
movies.
bastard.
At the bloody movies, yeah.
So as much as I like Keith Lemon, I could never stand Bo Selector, man.
A lot of people are like that,
I
man. And
never stand it.
I didn't like it when I first saw it. Like when it first came out back in 2002, a
Was
long
it?
time ago, man. Yeah, it's the first time it came out, but it kind of grew on me. Like by about 2004, 2005, I started watching it again and
Definitely
smoked a
very
lot of
hot.
weed. So
Was
that,
it? Yeah,
could- that kind of helped.
that'll probably help.
Then he couldn't
I
stop
didn't
quoting
even-
it.
Yeah, fucking
Everything
still,
came out of his mouth was boss like.
still to this day we do it. Like,
Yeah.
I quote it probably every day.
Every day,
Even
yeah.
just a while ago I did it. When I messaged you, I said, see, in a while, so you complete set of bastards or whatever. Like, so,
And you said that to Patsy Kensett. You minge teasing bastard.
minge teasing bastard, huh? Fuck's sake.
I saw this as well on Facebook the other day, man. Or today, I might have been actually.
OAP
Old one.
dominatrix forces men to dress as maids and tidy her house. Clever bitch, man. And I guarantee you they're paying her for the privilege as well.
Yeah.
I wonder are there any women that like to pay to be dominated around here? Because I have some cleaning they can do. No bother at all.
Ooh.
If that's what they like, do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I
if they
suppose
want to come on,
whatever
they're
you're
like,
into.
oh yeah,
He's got
dominate me.
He's got a bit
There you
of
go.
a bell in there to be brassoed.
There's one of them now.
Oh Jesus Christ!
The man probably thinks he's getting this all, man. I swear to God.
So what's that? Is it a woman or a man?
It's the man
It's a
dressed
man.
as
It's
a
a
woman.
man dressed as a woman.
So she dresses men up as like
As
French
women, yeah, she
maids
dresses
kind
them
of
up as
thing.
maids and gets them to clean the house. I've seen this as well during the week.
For fuck's sake.
There's
That's-
people like that in life, man, that have it fucking made.
Yeah.
Well, excuse the pun, like, but
Yeah,
you know, they have it made. Like.
They have a lot of maids, and they're getting paid for it. Like
Just
this
So
is
you just go in and like, wreck
Genius.
the house and then get paid for someone to come in and clean it up.
It's just
Yeah.
another fucking fetish.
brilliant.
Isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have to do a podcast on fetishes some night because they keep coming up and there's some fucked up ones out there. Like, I'm not gonna tell you mine now or anything.
You should have said pardon the pun there too.
Nah, fucking there are some
keep coming up,
freaky
Huge.
ones out there. Like, yeah,
Watch the wall full of shit, man.
this one has like a
It's just the hallway.
pleasure room.
Welcome to my foyer.
That's my bathroom, man.
Yeah, pure.
That's my ensuite.
50 Shades of Grey, huh? I have a pleasure room. Do you want to see it? You walk into this shit.
It's 50 Shades of Grey, the colour of her hair.
Yeah.
She's that old, man.
67.
Fucking
She's
cut the ribbon at the
67.
opening of Stonehenge, man.
Man, fair play to her, boy. She's fucking still
New
killing
Grange
it.
boxing her.
67 years
Grange
old.
box. The sun only shines in once a fucking year.
10
A
minutes
box like
only.
an ancient burial ground in Ireland. Boy. Watch the boots in her shop. She's like a Spice Girl.
Yeah, is that her? I think that's a fella.
No,
That's her.
that's her.
That's her, is it?
That's her, yeah.
She's the
In
dominatrix.
fairness, her man, she's some pair of pins in her, isn't she?
Mm.
She fucking kickstart the combine harvester.
67. Yeah, she's not doing
Somebody
too
for a
bad.
67-year-old, yeah.
Fuck that, man. Anyone who can find a little niche like that, make money off it.
The question has
Well
to be
done.
asked, though, is she on Pornhub? We'll have a look
I
there,
think
Mikey.
there's only one way to find that out.
I suppose it is,
Find the link below.
link in bio.
Link in description.
Link in description.
Isn't it sucks when people talk about sexy stuff and don't give you a link? Check below.
Incredible. Bloody incredible, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder what be said now if men had women do that.
What, to be
Oh
war?
yeah, sure.
You know,
Jesus.
to be
it'd
war?
a different
Wouldn't there
thing
now?
To be
altogether.
war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be all the feminazis.
You
be
getting
going
at these
around.
feminazis
Oh,
again?
there we go.
He hates them feminazis.
Only because of you know.
I'm rubbing off on everyone. I was saying I'm going to do a call out video for all the feminazis, tell them I want to fight them. If you can do it, I'll fight any woman. And like really make it clear in the video that I don't want to fight any men. It's just women.
So what do you say?
Show you
Fighting feminazis.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Equal rights. If you think you can do anything a man can do, come out and fight. Fuck's sake.
We can all fight with the hands.
A few of them probably come out and kick the fuck out of me then.
Yeah.
Big butch ones. Ooh, you looking for a fight?
God,
Did
I
you
was
see that
joking.
video? The one in the fast food restaurant in America.
Oh yeah,
She
she ragdolled your man, ragdolled him.
Oh,
like,
I
big-
see this. I see this.
She's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
girl, alright, job. She slapped
There's some
the shit
sort
out
of a
your man.
scrap inside McDonald's or something, wasn't it? She just
Yeah.
bowled him over, man, and then he got up and she fucking hopped
it
him off a
again.
table or something.
You wouldn't see it in WWE.
Oh, stop. Don't get me started now with WWE.
Vince
ragdoll
McMahon
him,
now was already on the phone. Fucking hell,
How
man.
do you feel about fighting Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
Ronda's like, oh fucking give it there.
Vince McMahon's worth about $1 billion. The cunt.
Oh, he is, man.
Apparently,
He
yeah.
is. He is. Another man that
Dave's
has
a bit of a
soul
fan,
up.
aren't you?
Yeah, I love it.
He likes
I've
the
got
WWE.
I've got the Rock's Brahma Bull tattooed on top of my back.
No
got
fucking
the
way.
what?
With the eyebrow up and all. Yeah.
The what?
The Brahma
Rock's-
Bull.
The Brahma Bull. The Rock's Brahma Bull.
He had a tattoo on his arm for a year. Well, he still has it actually.
Yeah.
The Brahma Bull, yeah. It's just like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bull's head on his
Yeah,
arm.
yeah.
One of the boys as well that I grew up with has that very same one too, yeah. But he
When
has,
I-
he has it on the arm, the
Yeah.
same arm that the Rock has it on.
Yeah. When I get
Hey,
called
boy.
when I get called a side cunt, then I revert to astrology and go, "It's my star sign. It's my star sign."
Yeah.
Taurus.
Made sense at the time.
What month you born?
What's
November.
What's your star sign? Pisces. Fuck off.
Be up for that.
Oh, there's
Oh,
Rose.
who is this?
Baking children.
Serial killer Rose West wins prison bake-off competition. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of skimmed over that quickly there and I thought it was something about a prison break. Prison
Prison
bake-off.
break. Prison break off.
Fuck's
Prison,
sake.
prison break coming back for the 6th season. No, boys, just quit while you're ahead, like, seriously.
Yeah, what was the story with her like? What was it?
York.
Her and her husband were serial killers, is it?
Yeah.
Didn't they find like
They
fucking
killed one of their own daughters as
Yeah,
well, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
He
They
had
found, they
the
found a whole
mind.
bunch of bodies out the back garden buried under the patio and all.
Buried under the
That's the
patio,
same one, is it?
But he had the mind of only a 12-year-old or something. She
So
was
she-
the one who was
I mean, the
manipulating
12-year-old
the
was-
whole situation.
And a 12-year-old goes burying bodies in the back garden.
Yeah, but
One
she
that's
was
told what to
calling
do.
the shots because there's a thing out, Appropriate Adult is the name, but it's about him. It's about this woman in real life had to go into the interviews, the police interviews with him because he was so messed in the
Oh,
head.
yeah, yeah.
He needed an appropriate
needed,
adult.
yeah.
That's what it's called, to be in the room with him.
He
when
looks-
he's
Jesus
getting
wept.
interviewed by police.
So she was basically just pushing his button, sending him off to kill people and bury him. And
Yeah, she was the manipulator in the whole situation.
He ended up committing suicide the minute they got arrested,
Yeah.
didn't it? Well, in prison, I think it
when
was.
he got
Yeah.
convicted.
fucking hell.
That's grim, like. Even look at the photo, like.
She was just
My
evil.
photo's
God.
fairly grim, alright. He does look a bit simple, doesn't he?
Yeah. Look at her face.
It reminds me of Ali Campbell, the lead singer for UB40. I don't know why. I don't know why. He just does.
No, he kind of does look like him, alright, John. Fuck's sake.
Oh my God, that's grim.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. But what's this story about these Irish scientists, Mikey? Have you got that there? Oh, this is going to be good, man.
I shared this
These
on
people-
Facebook the other day.
These people will go to the edge of the
palm.
earth to prove it's flat.
So this
So-
this guy is an actual theoretical physicist. Now, whether theoretically he thinks he's a theoretical physicist or something, I don't know, or hypothetically or whatever you want to say, man. But this guy was on a radio show there the other day, and I hear him talk about, you know, we don't believe in gravity. The Earth is flat. It's all just a construct because we're brought up to believe in globes,
Yeah.
and that whole circular shape, all this kind of crap. And the two boys says to him then, so what is that? I mean, like, are you going to go to the edge of the earth and just fall off? He says, no, there's like a giant wall of ice there. And the two boys go to him like, what, like Game of Thrones? He goes,
Yeah.
well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Apparently, that's where they got the idea from.
Yeah.
That's where Game of Thrones got the idea from, because that's actually what's out there. That's what they say, like.
Oh, man.
No, that's what they believed back then. They thought the world was flat
Yeah.
until Columbus sailed around the world.
No,
and
but
thought
sure-
he was in India, but really he was in America.
That's why
how
Native
they
Americans are
discovered
called
the
Indians,
world
isn't
was
it?
round,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But even that, you hear of them talk about people from beyond the wall in Game of Thrones, so even they knew. Do you know what I mean? Or beyond the ice wall, what are they called? The wildlings?
Yeah. And the White
You know,
Walkers and shit.
And White Walkers and stuff, yeah, the Night King.
Yeah, like
but-
Russell was saying, like, these lads going on the expedition are going to bring some dragon glass with them in case they come across some dodgy fuckers.
We stopped talking
but you
about
like-
Game of Thrones now because it's gone straight off my
Ah,
head.
yeah.
But
But you
I
know-
haven't seen an episode of it, man.
But
Man.
do you know, put that on your to-do list. If you have never seen an episode of it, go watch it, man.
What
Trust
was
me,
it
you
they all
won't be
said?
disappointed. But
What was
Even-
it when they stabbed Jon Snow? What did they all say to him? For the wall.
You're gonna die.
For the wall, isn't it? When they're
for the
all
watch.
for the watch.
They were the
For the
night
watch, yeah.
watch.
That's
For the
what's
watch.
going to happen him now when he brings that exhibition. For the watch.
For the watch,
Bringing
for the
us
watch.
all the way
He just
here.
rob his Apple Watch off him or something.
For your bullshit, every one of us.
His whole team will line up and stab him and be like, for the likes on Facebook. For the likes. And they'll
He's
come
gonna
back
bring
with
his
a-
sister in case he gets horny as well, is he?
Jesus Christ.
Because that's what they do in Games of Thrones, isn't it?
Winter
Games
is
of
coming.
Thrones.
It happened once in the last episode.
Yeah,
Last
it was,
season.
yeah,
Oh,
it's-
but
yeah,
that was-
yeah, yeah.
that was an accident.
Yeah, and they don't know it.
Do you know?
It's not
They don't know,
Alabama.
but they're about to find out. Oh my God, I've read the books, man. They're about to find out.
to find out that having sex with your sister is not a good idea.
Spoiler alert.
But this flat Earth fella, man. Do you want to hear their plan for getting over the wall? Hot air balloons,
Oh yeah.
and apparently they've got specialized suits as well for when they do get
You
over
want to be
it.
careful because that hot air balloon might melt the wall or the ice in the wall, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, geez, I never thought of that.
So basically,
They'll have
what
to
you're
start
saying is they're all Isaac Newton's theories on gravity and all that. They're throwing all them.
Gone. They don't believe. They don't believe
don't
it. They
believe
believe in very, very little of it, if any.
It's all bullshit.
And so they reckon, like, what I found funniest about the interview was he said that we don't believe in gravity.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, that there's whatever, you know, there's two ice walls on either side of us and all that kind of crap. And then the lads asked him what's his plan for, you know, getting over, like, what's on the underside. And he said, well, the Bermuda Triangle is a gateway to the underside. And apparently, it gets better. He goes, apparently the underside is an untouched haven full of natural resources, and it's like a replenished version of Earth, an untouched version of it. If he doesn't believe in gravity, and he's going to go upside down, where's he going to go? He's going to fall. Like, if there's no such thing as gravity, what's going to keep him there? You know, like fucking. I think I put it on a comment there the other day, isn't it? As much as Lionel Richie says that you can't dance on the ceiling, like.
Yeah,
So the
don't
boys are in for an awful fucking shock when they go for the stroll underneath us.
they fucking, like, it's a mad thing, man. In fairness, like, they kind of look at, like, when you see the map of the Earth when it's flattened out, like, obviously you have to flatten it out on a map. They say, like, that's literally how the Earth is, like that thing on the screen there. And they say it has a ring of ice all the way around it, like.
Yeah.
And then what? Like, you just fall off the edge. It's madness, man.
He's
I think
falling
you
off
can
the
see-
edge,
I
alright.
was just going to say, I think the special suits that we're talking about were fucking straight jackets, man.
Yeah.
He's off his meds. That's what's wrong with him now.
You can see why so many
Yeah.
people would buy into it, though, man, because it's just so much easier to understand. It's like, okay, the Earth is flat, the water's on top of the Earth, and we walk around on top of it. That's easy to understand.
But sure, even when
Trying to wrap your head around how this ball floats and the water doesn't fall off, and even when you're down underneath in Australia, you still don't fall off. They can't get their head around that, so they're just like, no.
Yeah, but what's
he actually, sorry to cut across
Oh,
Russell,
yeah.
he actually said Australia isn't a real country.
Yeah, Australia doesn't exist as we
Canada.
know it. They're
South
saying.
Park said that.
No. But this fool actually said that Australia is not a real country.
Yeah, there's that
it's
thing.
made believe. It's actually in South America, and it's cut into 3 land masses, the biggest
Yeah.
of which is about the size of Malta.
Malta.
I was thinking, where the fuck did you go for?
Celebrating St. Patrick's Day in
Oh, yeah.
Malta.
We were in Australia for a few years.
were in
like, where the
Malta.
fuck were we? Malta.
Malta.
Ah, Baz. After ending up over in Malta.
Malta.
For the fucking.
I wonder what these cunts were speaking Italian and fucking Maltese or whatever the fuck you call it.
Do you remember the trout
What
of
would you
no
call it?
crack?
Maltese.
Maltese. Maltese.
Maltese. Maltesers.
Well done, Jude.
A lot of Maltesers over there.
M&M's.
Bag of Maltesers. Ooh, that could be a dodgy one.
Maltese. Cut it out, cut it out,
crazy,
cut it out. Edit.
No edits on this show. Yeah, imagine it though, man. Like, so what they're saying anyway now is that himself and a team of scientists are going to go to the edge of the Earth and he's going to live stream the whole thing, like on
Yeah.
Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
This is going to be hilarious. Like, he's going to live stream, more than likely going to live stream his own death. They're just going to freeze the dead out there because they have no. What does he know about going out there? Like, I wouldn't go out there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. But to be
It's
fair,
fairly cold out there.
There's a
But see,
there's a-
it's a win-win if he
Special
does
suit
get
on
lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Then he can say to everyone could say he did make it.
He's in the
just never
upside
came
down.
back.
But the way I would see that now is the world is a wanker short. That's
Leave him off. Just pray he doesn't come back.
that's it. Yeah.
How much is it costing for this exhibition? Like, you know,
I don't know,
Oh,
but
who's paying for it?
yeah,
That's
they've
what
been
I'm saying.
funding it for years. And you were saying this to me during the week as well.
Yeah,
We were talking about it,
I
weren't
came
you?
across him a few weeks ago where someone shared one of his posts where he was doing a GoFundMe kind of fucking thing, like to raise money for this expedition or whatever. But
his wife was the biggest cause of the fundraiser to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Now the missus is giving him jib at home, and he's just thinking, "I'm going to find the edge of the world, get away from this bitch."
She wants him gone because she's sick of hearing flat out.
it's amazing. Like, it's fucking amazing though how many people out there are believing it now that it is flat. Like, they're convinced as well, 100% convinced that it's flat. Like, and it's like, I just don't get why would they tell us it's not if it was like. Do you know what I mean? Why would all these people spend so much time trying to convince us that the world is a ball if it isn't?
Man.
What do they have to gain from that?
Look in a telescope, you can see all the other planets.
Yeah.
And every one of them are clearly round.
Yeah,
the moon is
they have
round.
some,
the sun
That's
is
right.
round.
They said they put that to them as well. They said like, why are all these things round?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, they have some stupid answer
They-
for that as well. They have
they-
an answer for everything, the fuckers.
They're just
The moon is
people who
flat,
don't
man. It's
want
just
to
it looks
fight
round the way
against
we're looking at it. Like
Maybe, yeah.
It's just a big flashlight in the sky.
it's like a big huge plate with no
Yeah.
food on it.
Joe
That's
was
the job.
from him now. His wife is flat-chested.
Oh,
I wonder if she had two big
Russell,
melons. No, would he
Christ
be worried
almighty.
about flat earth?
She's a member of the itty bitty titty committee.
He wouldn't be worrying about flat earth now if he was going home to two big nice jugs, you know. That's
That's
his
it,
problem.
if he was going home to a decent mountain range.
Yeah, he's trying to compensate for something or something at the way with it.
and things like that.
I think the most bitter pill about all of that to swallow is number one, he's Irish, and number two, he's an actual theoretical physicist. Now, fair enough, you're entitled to your
That's-
opinions
apart-
and all that
apart-
kind of
apart-
thing,
yeah,
but, you
man.
know,
I've seen people in as well comment on his stuff online and say he's not even a real physicist and he's not a professor or whatever he's calling
course.
Well, like,
himself.
you-
Who
you-
the fuck knows? Like,
you'd assume that, you know, part of this whole physics thing, you know, with the elements and all that kind of stuff, like if you watch The Big Bang Theory, and that's where you get your physics from.
yeah.
I mean, gravity is something to be believed in. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's a force that can be measured. I mean, you know what? Like,
This is it, like-
How does he account for Halley's Comet?
He doesn't
you know
care.
what I mean? That floats around space for years and years.
That's
passes
Mark
out
Twain's
every-
baby, though, isn't it?
What you call it? Did you see recently as well? They came out with this thing about birds. They said that new research now suggests that birds can actually see gravitational fields, and that's how they're able to find their way home and shit. Did you see that?
I knew it, man, because I left my one out in the middle of a country road, and she came back.
Bitch can see
She'd
gravity.
kill me for that. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
He's not going.
I'll be,
You go home now and his
I'll be
bags will
going
be
home,
packed and all that.
I
Texting me now
go
in a
home,
while.
and there'll be a fucking high heel coming boomeranging down the stairs to me. No. Yeah, I assume you were talking about the avian variety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
birds of the avian
No, but
variety.
the
All right,
point I
yeah.
was making about Halley's Comet, that would just fall, wouldn't it? If there was no gravity.
Well, gravity is completely different out in space anyway.
Yeah, it is different out in space, isn't it?
I'd like to hear Kanye West's
You know,
views.
that's
on
why
it, man.
when they went to the
Oh,
moon.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
don't-
we need to hear what DMX thinks about this.
Don't get me started on that.
Get
fucking
rapper
banana.
DMX on the phone.
What's Ja Rule have to say about it?
Ja Rule, yeah. Fuck's sake, yeah. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, man. I
'Cause
fucking.
he is a genius. Like
Here's
that
one,
Kanye West.
though.
He'd know, like.
Do you believe that they actually went to the moon back in the day?
No.
No.
Do you believe it?
I do.
Yeah?
I do
I
myself.
do.
yeah.
I
Yeah?
do. I do.
So
I've nothing really
We
to
have-
go on, like, but
It was a space
You
race
don't.
with the Russians.
yeah,
So America were the first ones to actually come up with the idea of, hold on a minute, we're wasting trillions of dollars.
yeah.
Why
We
don't we
just
just
staged
lie?
this shit
We'll
in a
stage
studio.
this. We have Hollywood right alongside us.
Do it.
We'll convince the world we
what
did.
do Russia have?
Yeah.
So
I don't
yeah,
believe it, man. I
There's
don't believe
there
they
there
did
are
that.
a few things, like if you watch some of the conspiracy videos online, like there are a few things like positions of flags and positions of light and
Yeah.
you know all that kind of thing, and it kind of tends to
Shadows
indicate
and
that,
fucking-
shadows and that kind of crack.
They didn't help themselves by. There was a lot of this shit that got leaked of them in studios on harnesses being bounced around and all that kind of thing. You know, and they were like, this is them staging the whole thing. But then they said afterwards
That's
that was just them
training.
practicing for the flight or for the trip. And you know, they put out a lot of fake, proper fake fucking photos as well. There's one there where like it's supposed to be them standing on the moon and you can see Earth way off in the distance. But if you open that up in Photoshop, you can mess around with the colours and you can clearly see that Earth was just put in there, like, you know. It's the whole thing is a fake fucking picture. So they've been caught out with a lot of that shit. Like,
Even
but
recently, we were talking about this on the last one, Buzz Aldrin's foot size and his shoe.
oh
the print-
yeah,
The print
no,
is
it was
still on the moon, yeah,
yeah,
because there's
yeah.
no wind.
No atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but they were showing.
Yeah,
They
that was-
showed a picture of the footprint
Footprints,
that was left
yeah.
in the moon that they took and said, look, we left footprints on the moon. And then they showed a picture of the sole of his boot and it was a completely different pattern on the
Yeah.
sole of his
Oh,
boot.
yeah, yeah,
so they were
yeah.
like,
I
what
saw
the fuck?
that, yeah, I saw that.
But apparently then someone else then showed a picture where they had these like boot protector things that go on over the bottom of them that had that design on it. So it matched up.
I find
I don't know.
Alright.
Do you ever see the video of Buzz Aldrin when
Evidence.
someone says to him, "You didn't really go to the moon," and he gives him a box in the face?
That's right, I see that. Yeah.
He's like,
Right job, bro.
Yeah, but
Is he still going?
it
Is he still
happened in
alive?
think so.
1969, so he actually believes the lie today.
That's
himself, like,
why
you know,
I find
he's
it so
telling
hard.
so long.
Yeah, he would actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I find it so hard to believe it, though, man. It happened back in the 60s,
Yeah.
like
but
with
It's
less
not that hard.
processing
It's not that
power,
hard to believe,
but with
man.
less
It's not that
processing
hard to
power
believe.
than what they have in their
Yeah.
fucking on your phone today.
Exactly.
But there's,
Yeah,
there's
there's
more
a-
people. More they said like the more people have been on the fucking moon than there have been in the Mariana Trench. Like there's only been like 2 or 3 people down in the deepest part of the ocean. Yeah,
There wasn't,
Oh,
e-
yeah.
there,
Yeah,
there, was,
like-
there wasn't even people down there, man. They sent a bot down there.
No, sure, James Cameron was down there. And there was 2 people down
Did
there
he
in the
go
40s.
on? Did he get all
yeah.
the way down, did
He
he?
went down on his own, yeah. And then there was 2 people back in the 1940s, I think.
What was he in?
Yeah.
Like a little globe
submersible
thing?
Pod.
Yeah,
A
little
pod,
yellow
isn't it?
submersible, yeah.
Like that,
Yeah,
but it's a pod.
fucking yeah, it's dangerous, man. The pressure once
Pressure
you get down
down
that
there.
low,
Yeah, but
like-
those 2 boys that went down, but I think it was back in the 40s. No, I could be wrong, but there was 2 fellas went down in their own yoke, and they were down so far, and then the glass started cracking on the yoke, and they started getting paranoid. But they ended up going further anyway. But they made it back up again.
That must, I
Bastards.
tell you, that must be the greatest laxative known to man. I'd say.
Oh man!
Wouldn't it-
Imagine being in that and it starts
Crack.
cracking, and the person beside you says, "We just keep going, will we?" I would knock him clean out anyway. And I'd be
do we,
hitting up,
fuck.
up,
Down, up.
hell right, AB start,
If he start, don't pause the game at all, kid.
whatever. Nah, that's the cheat code, man. Get
Oh,
you
it
back
is,
up
yeah.
faster. Up, down, left, right, AB start, is it?
Let's
That
go on,
was
yeah.
Super Nintendo, that was.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
cheap.
load of them, man.
Yeah.
What was the one? Up, down, left, right, up, down.
No,
left,
no.
right?
Did you know what that,
That was
No.
that was
No, it
Grand
was- it
Theft
was-
Auto San Andreas
Sex.
for the jetpack, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there's button codes on it, but the one he's talking about, I actually know this, is Pro Protector. It was up, down, left, right, BA, start. And it gives you 30 lives at the start of the game.
Was that not for Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
There's loads of them.
No,
All of those
it
games
wasn't.
had a fucking.
But they were all, yeah,
cheat
all,
code back
like, I
then.
mean, there was only a few buttons on the controller anyway, so all the fucking codes were going to be built around that anyway.
That's what did you make about the begrudging bastards during the week anyway with JP McManus when he decided to donate? How much was it, Mikey? Was it 50 or 100 grand?
Not so menace with that money. Was
It was
it?
100 grand per
Yeah.
club or
to
something,
every
wasn't it?
county. Yeah.
JP McManus came out and decided to give 100 grand to every GAA club in the country, wasn't it?
3.2 million or something
Yeah.
total or something like that. Yeah.
And still everyone's on there doing a pure Russell on it like about McGregor. Oh yeah, well for him with his smelly 100 grand. The man
What
has
did he do
loads
for
of
the
money.
homeless?
Someone was watching.
Yeah,
but look,
fucking.
Did he home the
Nothing
homeless?
against
Like,
JP.
did he home the homeless?
Look,
No,
did
I
against-
don't think so.
Exactly.
Hey,
him
leave
I'm
that.
against.
Oh,
Oh.
Pause,
Oh,
Mikey,
there's a
pause.
fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ, the
Can't
P45 is
believe.
running up the stairs.
Pass the flu.
Past the flu hiding out there as well. There's 2 of them coming to get you.
yeah. But no, that like that'll just
And sack
that's
the boss.
there's just a perfect example now of like you can never please anyone. He's given every club 100 grand and people are still bitching.
I've
Oh
not
yeah,
against
well
that.
for him. He doesn't pay fucking tax in this country. Blah blah blah. Like what business is that of yours? Like where he obviously doesn't live in this country
Yeah.
long enough. Like he's doing that on purpose. Or whatever.
Obviously, clever out.
But
Yeah.
it's up to him what he wants to do with his money. He doesn't have to give all them fucking clubs 100 grand each. Like,
But he is
And all
enough of
the
a
other-
philanthropist anyway to kind of...
If I was him, I'd take the money back, like just the fucking.
like a lot of
That can't
people were
even work.
saying,
Imagine it.
instead of giving all of his money in tax to the government, he's deciding where it goes and he's fucking splashing it around.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So my nephew was on a JP McManus scholarship. He's in college now on a scholarship thanks to JP McManus, and he gets paid to go to college. All his fees are covered and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know,
No,
thanks to him,
yeah, I
like.
see
You know, the
that,
homeless
so-
shelter on
That is
Mulgrave
off again.
Street.
That is off again.
He built that.
Listen, homelessness is a myth. Do you not realise them people are not really homeless? They are FBI
Who's
agents
inventing
out
it?
there.
The lads
Oh,
who's
man.
coming up with the flat
Oh,
earth
does it?
theory.
Yeah.
Every time you
There's a
see-
fella going to the end of the earth to prove him wrong, man.
No, he's going down to prove it that it does exist for the Irish government, so they can move them all there.
Your man, just sit your man to get to the edge of the wall. There's plenty of houses over there, boys.
the room out there for you.
Define home, like, I mean, you can have a garden and call it your home too, like, you know what I mean?
No, but like he does do a lot of good work.
Who?
Not for the homeless.
JP, he does, man. He does. Jesus,
He does, man. He's every week I'm hearing about him splashing out money, and people still giving out. Like,
He buy
chill the fuck
back
out.
in the day, and he buy a share in Manchester United for
That's
like
right,
50
yeah.
million and flogged it on like for 500 million or something.
yeah, at
Yeah,
one stage
he
there
co-owned the
was-
racehorse with Alex Ferguson as well. Rock of Gibraltar, I think it was called.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I heard that. Too.
At one stage, the majority of Man United was owned by him and another Limerick man, wasn't it?
Oh,
Two lads.
was it Magner?
I can never remember.
Magner,
his name.
I think your man's name was Magner.
But apparently those two boys were deadly, like they just love gambling. They're the type of boys, they'd go on a flight somewhere, they get off the plane, they'd be like, bet you 50 grand my bags will be out before yours. Like, grand, so they'll do that like all the time.
Did you ever see that movie? Did you ever see that movie Rat Race?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of it.
He's a race.
John Cleese.
He's a race. I'm
He's a
winning. I'm
race.
winning.
I'm from Napoli.
I know what you are thinking.
Yeah.
Enrico is a girl's name. No pun intended.
Oh, Mr. Bean, huh?
That was brilliant. That movie was hilarious.
Whoopi Goldberg, one of the very
I've seen
last
it.
films she was in as well, I think. No.
Oh, and as well, talking about donations, this is what I meant to bring up as well, actually. McGregor donated 10 grand to a sick child the other day. Did you see that?
No, you posted it to me.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I tagged you on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
What-
respond to it. I just let
Russell,
Well for him, innit? And he's 100 million.
Yeah.
I was busy. I was too busy to reply.
Russell don't give a shit because the child wasn't homeless.
Yeah, but is he homeless? Yeah, but apparently this child got sepsis last year or something, and then I think as a result of that ended up with cerebral palsy or whatever, and the mother posted a GoFundMe, and then McGregor just donated 10 grand. Didn't say anything to anyone about it or anything like that, just gave her the 10 grand, and then she posted in all
How
over
did they
line,
know
like,
it was him?
because the mother made a big deal out of it. She said she thought people should know how nice he is and blah blah blah, like, so she posted it all over
Well,
social
if he
media.
didn't want people knowing, he should have posted it anonymously.
But that's the thing,
Like,
she
probably
she
did
said
post it
she said he
anonymously.
did, so I don't know.
How did she
Pe-
find out
peop-
it was
I
him?
don't
then?
know.
I don't know. Well,
Dunno.
people didn't find out it was him until she posted it, like, so.
Did you ever hear that man, the silent giver? He built
Yeah.
the well. What?
What's that?
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah.
she said that he donated it anonymously and didn't want any credit for it, and then it shows from the GoFundMe that it says Conor McGregor donated. Either way, like,
Maybe,
fucking-
maybe, just maybe, that's JP McManus's online name.
JP McGregor.
But yeah, like, fucking, in fairness, like, she was delighted. She was posting, like, and she was like, "You've changed my son's life and all of our lives in so many ways and all this, you know."
Oh, by the way,
That's a big deal, like, to get 10 grand.
where's the proper 12?
Oh,
Actually, yeah, that was part of the only reason I came over. I thought we were getting locked.
Oh, Yorty burgers.
Watch that, man. It's in a little basket and all.
She's in a little protective.
A little kratsui.
It's
I don't
in
know
a
what you
cage.
call it.
It's in a cage.
Aren't
Oh,
all
ironic.
proper
It
12 year
looks
olds?
kind of like an octagon, doesn't it? Looks like a
What you
cage,
say? We're like a bunch of proper 12-year-olds.
I said
proper 12.
that's for paedophiles, no.
Have a look.
That's a
Yeah.
paedophile drink, you know that, nie?
No, Jesus Christ. Man.
Proper
Stop
12.
it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The good thing about these bottles are recyclable, and you can build a house for the homeless.
Yeah. McGregor made sure of that.
McGregor. Fuck, if I hear that name one
Just
more
look at
time.
it.
Conor McGregor. You'll do fucking nothing. He'll slap the head off him.
Who's this Russell guy?
Yeah, fucking. I must say now, I'm a bit disappointed by. Look, it's full as far as here,
That's how they get you.
and it's
Cheap
like
bastard.
45 quid a bottle or some shit. Like
45 quid a bottle.
Yeah,
Jesus
something like
Webb.
that. Yeah, there was.
He's
I
not gonna
actually-
he's not gonna outsell Jameson anyway. If he thinks he is, he's a fucking lunatic, man.
Wouldn't fucking surprise me, man.
No, but you see, the thing is, man, he's
For
got
too long
he's-
in the game, man.
He's got such a fan base that all the fanboys are gonna run. All the
young-
fanboys are gonna run out and buy it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Russell wants to look.
Aha, yeah. it's true.
Yeah, well,
He doesn't even drink whiskey.
I know. Yeah, what happened with that was
I don't be getting notions.
after the last podcast, my missus came back from holidays and was like, "I know you don't even drink whiskey, but I thought you might like this. Give me that." So I was like,
That's right. We were
"Nice."
sitting down here talking about it. It was the night
Yeah.
I did the
Yeah.
the intro thing. Yeah.
So, but yeah, fucking I don't know. Apparently they can't keep it on the shelves in Tesco and shit like
That's
that.
right. I saw that as well. There's it back
So-
now, back in stock, limited. To
I'm
two
thinking
people.
like, yeah, it's fucking
2 people a day. Do you know what I mean?
it's almost fight week now.
Yeah.
So I think I might keep that for Saturday night.
Are you
October
going? Like, are
6th.
you actually going to open it and drink it?
Yeah.
You'll have to. Like, you
I have
can't
to,
leave.
yeah.
You can't leave that there.
Even though like it looks so nice now on the table now, it suits the podcast studio, I think. But
Mikey, go down
Has
there and
to
get a
be
few
drank.
glasses. Go down there and get a few glasses. We pressurise him
I'm
into it.
falling out of her. I'd be fucked, I'd say, after a few whiskeys.
You can wait until I'm gone, I know. Because even if I was an alcoholic, I still wouldn't drink.
That's just bitter now, that is. Man's a legend.
I don't.
If I was here with the DTs, I still wouldn't drink. If I
Look,
was,
the man's a legend. He's once again putting on the biggest fight in UFC history this weekend. I
fuck
love that.
off.
Like, if you're a fight fan at all, man, there's no one better than McGregor. Like, no
Yeah.
one puts on a big show like he does.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was just saying, like,
a holy
he
show.
fought Mayweather, like. That's crazy.
That
That was
doesn't happen,
insane.
like, that
Remember,
doesn't
like
happen.
we were
As
in
I
Jude's
said a
house.
while ago, he got in the ring with Mayweather.
He fought him.
He
He
did.
gave
He
him
fought
five
him. He
slaps.
fought him, Russell. He did. He
Got
landed. He
ring
landed on him. I
A
think.
lot of shots he landed. on.
I think he expected that he was going to do more to Mayweather, but
Yeah.
you were like, I don't think he actually properly realised
I hope he doesn't.
how much of a
just-
technical fucking
Yeah.
genius
hope
inside the
he-
boxing ring that man is.
Yeah,
Like,
I hope he's
Mayweather's-
learned from his mistakes for this fight, though. I hope he doesn't gas out because he's a fucker for gassing out, man.
Yeah,
He's a
I believe
fucker
Yeah.
for gassing out. Don't go hell for leather, whatever you
Yeah.
do. If you're watching McGregor,
Farting.
Khabib is a
Of course he's
Gassing out.
watching.
gas out. He just gets fucking out of breath, like.
out of breath. He's hilarious. We start making jokes in the ring.
Running out of gas. Which fucking this fucking fight, man, it could go either way. Like
It
it's
could.
like
It could.
it's either going to be McGregor is going to knock him the fuck out, or it's going to be probably the most boring fight you've ever seen in your life.
Seeing
You-
Khabib take shots though.
Yeah, that's the thing as well.
Do you know,
man.
like you've seen him and some of the fellas that he's fought, and he's taking decent shots to
He's
the head.
won every
and he
round,
just
too,
walked
yeah.
through him, like,
Yeah,
do you know. But
Can't
I
see
think
him walking
McGregor,
through McGregor.
McGregor's a different animal altogether, man. And,
He
and
reckons it's number one easy fight in lightweight division.
I want to fight with your chicken. Yeah. He
You
was
want to
not-
work on your trash talk, kid?
Yeah, he was all talk there, roaring and shouting about McGregor chicken this and chicken that, and then when you saw him face to face, didn't open his fucking mouth like. So
I was
McGregor
watching a
like,
video
"I'm
on
in front of
YouTube,
you."
man, about what would they call it, a body language expert or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was
Is it that weird?
the
Like,
man with a weird voice like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
like a cartoon character comes up on the
there
screen.
was no cartoon character on this one, no. But your man was basically saying that fucking that Khabib was scared. Like,
Yeah.
even when they were going face to face at the end of the press conference, he stopped like 3 feet.
yeah,
Of where he was
yeah, you could see
supposed to- where he was
McGregor all
supposed to
motioning
stop.
him in, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Dana White put out his hand. McGregor was right up against the hand here,
Yeah.
and Khabib was like 3 feet away from his
Yeah,
hand here.
and
you know,
McGregor
and
insisted on getting closer. Then like, he's like, "No, let me in. I'm not going to touch him."
and he made eye contact, and every now and again, like he'd look away. He'd look away, and
And
then
but you see, them stare downs, a lot of them, right? The way you're looking at it is like, you know, you're looking at it flat and two fellas going face to face. But what they're really doing, man, is they're looking slightly left or right. They're not looking into each other's eyes, like. I did it one night with Cathal Pendred, and I have a picture on my Facebook of me squaring off with Cathal Pendred
Yeah, I
at
saw that.
a fight thing one night, and when I went up to do it. It was just a case. I went up and I went to look him straight into the eyes, which is mad, because I have a pair of mad eyes anyway. But you know, I went to look him straight in the eyes, and he was looking straight past me. I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing that for?" And he says, "Oh no, you never look into someone's eyes." He said, "Just look straight past them." He
I
said,
was at that fight. It was out in South Court.
"That's right, yeah."
I was there. I remember that.
That's Cathal Pendred. He's an ex-Irish UFC fighter as
That's
well.
right. He's in movies now, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw him in something there recently. Can't fucking remember what it was now. He's been in a few things, like, isn't he? He's in, was it something along the lines of Peaky Blinders or something like that? He was in some TV show.
Was
I
he in
think
Peaky
anyway.
Blinders?
Something like that. Might have been. I don't think it was a film that I saw him in. Something else, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch probably was it?
Giving her a few slaps.
Yeah, giving her a roundhouse box kick. Boom.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Fucking for the scrap the weekend. Can he
I'm
wait?
looking forward to it myself. I'm actually thinking about getting it in because I'm too lazy to come out here.
Yeah, no, I'd be fucking.
How much would it be? About 25 of it?
You can't get it in.
That's
No,
No, you have to have it on
About
BT Sport,
No,
like.
you have to have
Oh,
BT Sport.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's fucked up the way they have it at the moment.
But
like.
look,
I'll give you a website address after we're finished here.
I'm going
It has nothing to do with the McGregor fight, but
Yeah,
there's some
I've
interesting videos on it.
uh,
No, I'm only joking.
I've nothing to watch it
BT.com.
on anyway, no? Unless I can get it on my phone.
You can,
Oh,
you can,
my
you
God.
Can you get it in the mob? Can you
I'll,
get it in the mob draw? No.
I'll show you how to do all this one, swear.
You could do something like that, but it's illegal. Why would you do that? Like, come on.
I suppose, yeah.
I'm going to try.
JP McManus is watching. Like.
I'm going to try and get it in.
Are you?
Yeah.
And then
you're always trying to get it in.
Do you know what he'll do?
Talking about the fight, are we?
Do you know what he'll do? He'll post a video of himself conked out on the couch going, "Fuck McGregor.
That's true.
I'll pay €26 to get the fight in. I'm not watching it."
Yeah.
I just can't wait till
Or
the
the
day he
protest.
turns up
Till
here.
he looks after the homeless.
I can't wait till the day he turns up here. McGregor sitting here, like,
Imagine
see,
that.
see what he has to say then.
Imagine that. you'll do nothing.
Yeah, there'll be some crash. Gary'd be like, "Oh, I was only messing. I was only joking, man. I love
Frighten
your
him off
fights."
now, sure. He's never going to come on now. Does he have the face?
Oh, man. I'm gonna make a compilation of all the times you talk shit about McGregor and just post it.
And send them off to him. And send them off
I'd
to
be
him.
like,
yeah.
hi Connor, I'm your number one fan, but my friend doesn't really like you. Here's what he said. Big 25-minute clip of Gary giving him cheek. I was like, he's only down here in Limerick if you want to call
Dude,
him.
maybe he might go and have a look at himself then.
Ah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think about the mirrors in that fella's house now, man. I'd say he fucking does that plenty too.
Yeah, fuck it.
The suits are hilarious.
Have you seen this shit about this El Nino storm that's supposed to be on the way?
That was about 20 years ago, wasn't it?
No, yeah, I think it might be
part
named.
two?
I think it might be named after that one, but they're saying that we're gonna get months of snow, months of it. Like
Might get a white Christmas.
that's going to be fucked up if that happens.
Well, I reckon we're going to get.
We got a white Paddy's Day last year, shall we?
Did we, yeah?
We did. Well, I was up in Dublin for it, but it
Hailstones
was
and sleet.
snowing up in Dublin.
Jesus.
Mad,
Well,
isn't
we
it?
got it in April, didn't we?
No, it was
We
February.
got snow.
We got a bit of snow.
It was
in
February, I think.
No, we got it in March. That's right. Remember,
We
we
got
got all
it-
snowed in and everyone was out panicking buying all the bread.
That was in February. That was in February.
Yeah, that was February.
That was
Are
in
you sure?
February. Yeah,
That
it
was
was
February,
yeah.
yeah.
But we did have it in March as well. I had it up in Dublin in March because I had American friends over, and I was staying in Luke, and I couldn't go in to visit them for Paddy's Day because there was no public transport, no taxis or nothing. And Luke, it's about a 40-minute drive to the
They
city.
dodged a bullet, didn't they?
I fucking did.
Shit, Jude's coming up. The weather saved them.
They're Americans. They got the boys over to activate HARP and change the weather.
Yeah, fucking what's that? El Nino, is that it? No.
Yeah.
They're saying maybe is El Nino a name for like a type of storm? It just
Yeah,
means
is
means
it an
the
El
little
Nino
boy.
year 2018? What's the second thing there under people also ask?
Yeah, it's 2018 and El Nino year, like.
So El Nino is like a recurrent thing. Is this like Sharknado?
Shit.
This is like El Nino 2, The Return.
Probably. Man, I couldn't believe that was actually a real movie, like
No,
Sharknado.
man.
I heard some shit about it. I saw
Fucking the
a
actors
meme
that
or
had it,
something.
man. Jedward were in one of
I
them
was
at one
like-
stage, man.
Are
Or
you
they
serious?
I think they were in the second one or something. I swear to God, yeah.
That's gas.
Tara Reid, your one from
you
is
see
it
them?
American Pie?
Yeah.
Washed up one. Lindsay Lohan was in one of them. They're all washed up.
Not a washed up
She
one,
was
yeah.
a fine bird, wasn't she? That Tara Reid.
She was, man.
She was, yeah. Until
was,
she,
she was overplayed until her tit hung out there on the red carpet and nobody gave a fuck about her.
Well, you think this day and age that would boost her career?
Yeah,
In this day and age, but this
on
happened about 20 years
Pornhub,
ago.
probably, yeah.
people like a nip slip.
People do like a nip slip.
What about Bill Cosby getting locked up for 10 years?
Oh, stop.
Yeah, so what's the story with him? Like, is he's only just after getting sentenced now after
He
all
did
of
a
this
rape.
shit? He did a lot of
rape.
rapes.
He did a lot of rapes, a lot of drugging, a lot of raping, and he's after getting caught for it.
Do you hear his defence? It's not rape, it's surprise sex.
Yeah, yeah. Struggle, snuggle.
We'll give him the hot Cosby.
Slipped him a hot Cosby.
But as Mikey was saying in the car ride out the road, it's a fucking death sentence for this man. Like he
Yeah.
hasn't got long left in him. Like.
No,
But I
he
reckon he won't do the 10
Hopefully.
years. Like he'll probably do about 2 years or something. He'll be let out again.
Oh, look at this now. Bill Cosby's sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for sexual assault. 3
Yeah,
to 10.
which basically means 6 months. Oh, no,
years.
he's not here.
Be lucky if he did the fucking 3, like. So, and where has he been all along? Like, this has been going on. Was he held somewhere, or was he just walking around, still raping? What was he doing? Like,
I don't know, but if it all came out about him and you
bastard.
were bored, would you take a drink
I
off
bet you
him?
wouldn't say it to his face.
well, depends. Like, if I was having a bit of a dry patch, like, be like, fuck it,
A bit of a
give me a
drink.
drink.
I kind of find it hard to believe that it's Bill Cosby. Like
With his happy message sweater. Fuck's sake.
a hen is heavy. What did I say? A hen is heavy when carried long or something like that. Is it? Or when carried far?
I don't
It's on
know.
the sweater.
He's fucking like in America, like he's a major deal altogether. Like there's an awful lot of comedians that grew up just inspired by him and fucking
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. Like
Wasn't your man Carlos Mencia? Was he
Oh,
not
yeah.
brought to court or anything? But apparently he robbed a load of jokes off him.
oh, he
and-
blatantly did. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Himself and Rogan have gone at it on
Yeah,
stage as well, man.
saw that,
Joe
yeah.
Rogan has gone up on stage with Carlos Mencia about ripping him off, like.
About everyone in general, like
about everyone in general, yeah.
apparently he was a right cheeky bastard at Mencia. He'd just go on stage like before you, and he was a bigger name than you, say. So he'd do your shit before you went on, like just being a prick about it. So you couldn't do it then when you came on. So you just had
Because
to
he's
kind of
not
wing it.
even funny.
I thought he was funny the first time I saw him. No,
Do you remember
yeah,
that?
Carlos Mencia. All
I
right.
remember it. Yeah.
The
No wonder I
South
did.
Park.
Gay Fish episode, isn't it?
Yeah. He
Taking
just-
credit for fucking the boys' jokes.
Yeah.
Look out, there's Jewbots. Jewbots.
Well, he says he steals everyone's jokes and just does them over with a Mexican accent. I'm not even funny. Fucking hell.
Some neck, man, to be just blatantly robbing. Like there was one I saw that was a whole story about a father teaching his child to play American football every day, practicing with him and all this, all the way up through the years. Then he gets into college and blah blah blah. father's bringing him to all these games and all this shit, and then one day he finally makes it to the NFL and he scores the winning touchdown, and then they put the cameras on him after the game, and the first thing he says, "Hi mom," and the father's at home going, "You bastard," after all those years. So like I saw Carlos Mencia do that, and I was like, "Ah, yeah, that was funny or whatever." But then they played Bill Cosby telling the exact same joke, the whole, like, that wasn't a little coincidence. Maybe he thought of the same thing. It was almost word for word the whole fucking story. Like,
To be fair, as you were going through that story there, I figured you were going to say, you know, that he scored the winning touchdown and they screened and shot, and it was Carlos Mencia taking his place or something like that.
tried to take the credit for that as well. Yeah,
Rogan tore him a new one. Though. Have you ever seen the thing on YouTube?
Kind of fucked after that, yeah. And Joe Rogan didn't give a fuck either because he knew, like, what's Mencia going to do.
Man, that man's a legend.
Rogan would have just
Man's
snapped
an
it.
absolute legend.
Fuck's sake.
Joseph Rogan, huh?
Young fella
I
Rogans.
call him Joseph, like, 'cause we're close, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're tight, myself and Raw.
Raw.
Joe Raw, I call him.
Joe Raw.
Joe Raw, your butt. The boys be slagging him. The boys be slagging him up in Ballanty. Joe Raw, your butt.
Out in Ballananty. Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Joe Rogan, huh? God love him.
Yeah, there was
The head off
fucking-
his father.
Yeah, but like, I don't know what he always says his background is half Irish, half Italian, isn't it? Like, what's Rogan? Is that?
No,
Rogan.
one of his
Do
grandparents.
you know what it is?
One of his grandparents is Irish, and then the other three are Italian.
Is it?
Yeah.
So Rogan, I suppose, is Italian, is it?
Hardly.
Do you know-
You've never heard that name anywhere else, like?
I've just worked it out. You all heard of Terry Wogan?
Yeah.
Well, it must have been someone that couldn't pronounce their R's that named Terry Wogan's
Yeah.
family initially, and it was originally Rogan.
Ah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
it might have been Jonathan Ross or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably spent a bit
See?
of time in Asia.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
See?
Yeah.
It was the
So his name then is actually
the wrong
Logan.
place at the wrong time.
Hold on a minute.
Oh yeah, would
What's
have
his
to
modern
be
father?
Logan.
What's his mother?
A woman.
Yeah, but like, what nationality?
Dunno.
You can't be comparing yourself to your grandparents of your nationality. It'd be what your mother and father is.
That'd be where you're
they're
born,
not
I thought it
really,
would be,
like.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
depends on what you're
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
you
now,
know
like.
the Americans, they all jump
But
on
if you're
the,
talking
I have
about-
Irish blood in me, like, you know?
Yeah, but it does make a difference.
Oh
Like,
my
if you're
God,
talking
you're
about
Irish.
ethnicity and all that shit. Like, do you know what I mean? That can come from fucking generations back. Like, you would know what the fuck. Like,
Yeah, but like, you wouldn't go back your family tree to your grandparents. You'd class yourself with what your mother and father would be like. You know what I mean?
Tell that to the FBI.
yeah,
Phil Babb and Paul McGrath.
Exactly.
They'd run away with all
And
that.
Morrison, is it?
Tony Cascarino.
Yeah.
yeah, playing for Ireland, huh?
Playing for Ireland.
Hi, the lads.
He just got through to the World Cup quarterfinals.
the
Yeah,
whole-
it's all right. Like, I mean, we've done well and we've
Yeah.
come in and we've gone. You know, yeah, he fucking sounds Irish. That's a weird Kerry accent.
My 16 times grandfather was Irish. It's all good. 16 times great grandfather.
Some of the
Tell the
Americans.
truth, lad. The only reason you're here is you couldn't make the England team. Pat.
That's it, yeah. I heard someone say that before, and again, I'm not trying to knock it because I love my football, and I always watch Ireland and support them as much as I can, but it's often been called a fucking a good England B team, basically.
Ireland.
Yeah.
They
I
haven't-
wouldn't even
they
call it
haven't
a
done
good
too
England
well
B
now.
team, man. We're a
Well, they
bro-
used to be. That's what I said. They used to be.
Yeah,
Give up
Back in
Yeah.
2002.
Yeah. Fucking McCarthy and Keane. My God.
That's why you're better off
That was a
supporting the
fucking
likes
circus,
of
man.
Conor McGregor and things like that. Katie Taylor, another legend, like.
Munster. They beat the fucking
Yeah.
Ulster yesterday.
Yeah,
60,
Munster are a good team.
68, something, 68-7 or something to beat them.
The boys from
Was
my
it?
lass.
Mikey?
Yeah. We'll go with that, yeah.
Mikey was asleep.
Mikey was asleep.
Mikey's
looking at
looking
the
at
tit pump.
boobs.
What's
Just-
he say, boy?
He's still
getting
on the
ready
story.
for Russell.
He's still on the story of your one that brings the fellas in to clean the house.
He's getting our number.
Or Paige Van Zandt from last week.
Oh my God.
From Ryle, G.
Oh my Jesus
Yeah,
Christ on a bike.
Trans-
And I started Googling your one, that Rose one. What's her second name again?
Namajunas.
Namajunas.
Namajunas, yeah. With hair, man. She was actually a little dinger
Oh,
with
she
hair.
was,
man.
yeah. She's good looking, like.
And she shaved her head. I'm like, man.
Shaved it off.
What you
Paige
doing?
Van Zandt and Misha Tate, oh man.
Oh,
my
I
God.
brought up Misha Tate. That's where the whole thing came from last week. man.
Me, the two of them in a family-sized fucking tub of strawberry yogurt by being
man.
elected. My
Yeah.
Christ.
Me, them, and Ben and Jerry. Oh, look at him.
Oh no. Kanye
Oh.
West tells fans he's changed his name to Ye, is it?
Ye.
No one
Ye.
cares.
Yee.
Surely
old
it's
Kenya.
Now he's starting to
it's
say
like-
that.
YE is like the last two letters of Kanye.
Is it
so
too
it's
much to want him dead?
Just,
Like?
yeah.
Do you know what, man? I'd love to tie his arms up and use him as a fucking mud flap. He gets on my fucking
He's-
raving titties, man. He
He's a
really does.
nuisance. He's an awful.
Calling himself a rock star, like he's.
Yeah.
Oh,
not just
Barely
a
a
rock
rap
star.
artist. Like.
Not just a rock star, the greatest fucking rock star on the planet.
oh, sorry, yeah. Jesus, if you're watching Kenya, sorry, and fuck you.
Yeah. His ego.
If
is
you're watching.
ridiculous. Of course he's watching.
No,
What a silly thing to say. Well, that's what Kanye West be doing, like.
Simon Cowell, man, I couldn't hate you more, man, with two little fucking Yorkies.
Who's this? Simon Cowell donates 25 grand to anti-dog meat charity.
But did he home the homeless?
Well, for him, 25 grand. Go ask Simon Cowell.
We'll be hospitalised.
Russell, does it count if they're homeless dogs?
Yeah.
All right, well then, yeah, Simon Cowell's doing his bit.
An anti-dog meat charity. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is trying to stop, like, probably those Chinese boys from eating dogs or some shit. That's
Apparently,
fucked up, man.
isn't it the norm over there, though?
Yeah, it is, yeah. They have a
The
big
festivals,
festival
yeah.
every year where they
Yulin
just...
province.
Apparently,
I
like,
actually-
isn't there an awful lot of stray dogs all over the place? And they just, once a year, they just basically catch them all in massive nets and just fucking eat
Like the
them.
purge.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Well, one of the
man.
boys shared a yoke on Facebook, man, of it was the sickest thing I ever saw. They had a blowtorch and they were like fucking burning the face off the dog, man.
Ah, fuck
I
that.
literally watched it for a second, 2 seconds, and it's like, what the fuck is this, man?
It
Scroll up
is,
straight away.
it is weird, like
It's
how you can
sick,
say
man.
it's okay to eat a chicken but not a dog or whatever, but there is a fucking difference. Like, there's a massive difference between the two. Like,
Yeah, there's
Emotions.
loyalty is the difference. like.
Yeah.
We're going
Sure.
on to
Like-
Pulp Fiction here. You're talking about, wow, charming motherfucking pig.
The one thing annoys me about dog lovers is they say, I don't trust a human who doesn't like animals or doesn't
Yeah.
like dogs. And
yeah.
Hitler loved these dogs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Every video you nearly see Hitler, he has these German shepherds.
This is why I like Hitler. Though.
to be
know?
to be fair, judging by
know?
the size of the army and the amount of followers the cunt had, some people trusted him too.
Yeah, but what was he? He was an evil cunt.
Yeah,
You
but
know
see,
what I mean?
that's
I
the
don't know
thing.
about that, man.
He
Listen,
probably-
loving it. Well, depends on your perception on him. like.
Listen, Hitler isn't here to defend himself now. You can't just say things like that.
He's in
Yeah, but-
Argentina.
But like,
Sunning himself,
Yeah.
his lads.
how does
Down
being
Costa.
an animal lover define you as a good human being? Like,
No,
you
it doesn't. But if someone says to me they don't like dogs, I automatically think there's something up there. Like,
know? Do you?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I put up a barrier straight away.
I don't really like cats.
Jeez.
I
yeah,
don't mind animals.
They
like,
don't trust cats.
I don't mind cats.
I like
man.
cats. Most people don't.
I like watching them hunt.
Yeah, cats. What I like about cats is they're still very animalistic. Like
Yeah,
dogs
yeah.
don't really even carry on like animals in most cases anymore.
No.
They're so domesticated.
You get the dog lovers argument, dog lovers against cat lovers. Like, the dog would call for help, a cat would sit down in nature.
yeah,
But a dog would eat you as well, man.
Cat
Yeah,
will
probably
literally
would, like.
eat you like if you died on the couch.
But a dog would do the same, man.
Sure, why not? Like,
If he was hungry enough.
Yeah,
I'd eat the dog
exactly.
as well if I was hungry enough. To be fair. I wouldn't want to, like, but
Yeah.
if it came to like a survival situation, you probably have to.
it's
You
not
know what
like
I mean?
he can go and open the door and let himself out and go to the shop and get something to eat. Like, so he just has to eat what he has in front of him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of clever dogs.
And there's no chairs left in my house. He's after eating them all, the cunt.
yeah. No, I love dogs, man. Fucking just couldn't. Wow, no way. Couldn't eat one. Just couldn't do it. Like,
Nah.
so odd. For all I know, I might have fucking eaten one in the past. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what the fuck is in the shit.
Man, trying to flag down a flight to Amsterdam. How does that work?
Oh yeah.
He actually broke down the fucking door of the whatever it's called, the
Gate.
fucking gate, and ran out onto the runway trying to flag down a plane.
Man tackled by Dublin airport.
And he was only
police.
on the way to fucking Amsterdam. If that had happened coming back, you would kind of understand it. You think, what fucking drugs that couldn't take him before he's left?
No, he wanted
That's
to
the
take
thing.
the drugs in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he was running out of
why he
Jesus
tackled
fucking
it.
Christ.
He was coming down off him. You can even trip coming down off him.
He was only on the way, Russell.
He didn't trip though. He was
That's the
tackled,
thing.
man.
What sort of a fucking head the ball do you have to be to run out onto the runway and a fucking 50,000 ton plane
So
with thousands of pounds worth of thrust sucking through an engine and try and flag it down?
I'm guessing he didn't get on the fucking flight anyway after all that.
He's banned.
The only flight he got on was the no-fly fucking list, man.
Yeah.
He'll never be allowed to fly again. Like,
Silly boy.
He'll have to flag down a taxi to get to Amsterdam the next time.
I guarantee you he wouldn't try flag down a ferry. Imagine that diving into the water. Come back, come back.
Given his state of mind, he's
Yeah,
liable to do
probably.
anything.
Probably.
Huh? Not unless he was that desperate to get over there and get into the red light district and into the coffee shops. And
But I mean, if you are that desperate to get over there and you've missed your flight, surely you might just think to yourself, I'll
Get
spend
the
an extra
next
couple
one.
of quid and get the next
That was
flight.
brilliant, man. Go back up again there, Mike. The boys kayaking, the seal comes up with an octopus. Do you see that?
And
Slings
slings
the
yeah.
octopus
your
in
man's
your
face, yeah,
face.
or your man's
Fuck's
face.
sake. Seal slapped kayaker with octopus after mistaking him for a rock. So he was obviously trying to fucking
Trying to kill the
bash
octopus, yeah.
so he could eat him.
They had I read a thing there during the week that said like they had some animal psychologist or some sort of shit like that.
Flat
Come out
earth
and yeah, flat earther. But yeah, your man basically came out and explained why the seal did it. Like, or yeah, I don't know. Fuck
I
that.
thought he was just a
That's
bit of
what he was
cunt, to be
trying to
honest.
do.
Like,
Yeah,
I, didn't
that's
know,
it, yeah.
I didn't know he was looking for a rock.
I just assumed he was probably just tackling with this fucking thing and didn't even mean to hit him with it. Like, but obviously he was trying to fucking bash him off a rock.
You'd imagine there is something carnal behind it. Either that or the seal was going through the water and he's going, I'm going to bait this octopus off that fella's face. Now watch this.
swimming around with him all day looking for someone. Find a human around.
Just let me find one bastard.
Seal parring it off. He said, "Is that cunt laughing at me up there?" Is he? Watch this, boys.
Seal going along pure, like sneering away to himself. Jumps up out of the water. Whack!
Yeah. Didn't see that one coming, did you? You kayak prick.
Kayak wanker. He's swimming away. Fuck's sake.
Swimming out to the boys. Do you see me, boys? Do you see me?
Told you I'd do it, boy.
Who's a pussy?
hold my beer.
Yeah.
Bet you won't bait that octopus off that fella over there.
Yeah.
Hold that down.
All my bear was I whacked as a human with an octopus. Man, some of those videos are hilarious. Those Hold My Bear videos.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I follow a page on Twitter. I think that's what it's called, Hold My Bear.
I've never seen any
man.
of them, I don't think.
It's all just like the title would be like "Hold My Bear while I jump this fence," and it just shows a fella trying to jump a fence, and he obviously gets broke up. Like, but it's just some of them are fucking hilarious. Like, there's a rake of them there. Yeah.
How long we gone, Mike?
56 minutes.
56 minutes, man. God damn.
That was a fast hour, man, wasn't it?
Fucking was.
Yeah. Flies.
I thought it
We're
was
having
only
fun.
half an hour, if I'm being honest.
It's chilling.
Siding pennies
Yeah,
this morning.
I feel like there was a few more things I needed to address. Like,
Yeah, me too. But we went off on a couple of rants there all the same, didn't we?
Yeah.
we covered the whole thing anyway. That laxative thing that wasn't real apparently.
Clear up.
Haven't gone to check. I just
Elon Musk
their
actually
word
is in
for
the
it.
news this week as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's been asked to resign.
resign, yeah.
they're asking him to step down as leader of his own company.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
This is over a tweet.
But if you
apparently.
have shareholders
Never
to
know.
answer to, then he'd have to, like.
Man, when you're
He
worth
falsely declared the share value, or he falsely declared that he privatised Tesla, wasn't it? Something like 420 or 430 quid a share. Or something
What's
like
he
that.
So
famous
it
for? Is it
already
PayPal, is
wasn't-
it? That's where he made all his
He was
money.
one of the co-founders
Oh,
of PayPal, but he
yeah.
owns SpaceX and he owns a solar power company and he owns Tesla as well,
Tesla
obviously.
Motors. God only knows.
Oh,
what
you
else
can
he's
you can
into.
hand that man a fiver and he turned it into $1 million. You're like he's that good, like.
He's a clever boy.
Oh, he is, man.
He's
Clever
a
boy.
net worth of like 20 billion. 20
It's
fucking
absolutely
billion,
insane.
like.
You think of that, like, I know it's a lot of money, like, but you have the likes of Mark Zuckerberg out there worth 70 billion. Do you know what I mean?
No, well, Facebook is worth
Well,
that.
I
Like,
suppose,
so
yeah.
I don't know what he's worth. I don't know. Yeah.
He took a big hit now with all these.
He did the Cambridge thing. Yeah.
But still, like,
Dad
man,
had
fucking,
been
like,
shared.
to get to be a fucking billionaire, like, and then to be worth 20 billion, like, that's just insane. Can't even, like, imagine how much money that is in your head, do you know?
It's 20 billion.
Yeah, but
Nearly
you can't
21
imagine,
billion.
You can't imagine how much actual physical money that is, like, do you know? Like, you can imagine 500 quid on that table. You've no idea what 20 billion looks like.
Wouldn't fit in this
Would
room.
it fill this room? I don't
it
know.
probably would.
Who the fuck knows?
It'd have
Like,
to be
probably would have filled 5
1,000.
rooms. No idea.
It would be
It's a
500 euro notes.
ridiculous amount of money.
Maybe with 500 euro notes, all 500s.
I'm sizing up the room
I
here
don't know.
now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Like I know.
So he's
about
up the
20
room there,
billion.
boys. I'll run out to the bank there. I'll be back there in about 20 minutes.
It's Sunday,
Yeah.
Jude.
Things like that will fuck you up.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
If you've
I forgot
got
the maths.
if
He,
you've got-
he always does that on a Sunday. Me, I go to the bank, boys, and take out
Dad,
money.
you know, the ATM
Yeah.
that I go to, man, gives out billions.
Does it?
Does, yeah.
if you've got 20 billion in the bank, you best fucking believe them cunts will open on a Sunday for you.
I thought
thing
about
as
you
well.
own the bank if you have 20 billion.
I strongly believe if you're worth 20 billion, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Like,
Except rape, obviously.
this business
Well,
of
yeah.
well, you know what I mean? But like,
You're definitely going to prison. Like, if Bill Cosby's going to prison for rape, you're going to prison for rape,
Yeah.
no matter how much money you're worth.
he was a billionaire as well, apparently, wasn't he?
Bill Cosby?
Was he?
I don't
Fuck.
think he was.
And
No, a
was.
couple of 100 million,
I heard
maybe.
he was.
Was that just a play in his name? A billionaire?
Yeah. don't know.
Could be.
But
no
yeah,
plan.
fucking, I don't know, man. This business is still answering to people when you're worth 20 billion. Fuck that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's madness, like. Why would you bother? Like, I wouldn't even bother running companies or any of that shit. I'd be just like, right, I have $1 billion. Fuck everyone, I'm out of here. Go off and do whatever you feel like doing. Get up every morning and going to work and trying to worry about a company, and imagine the stress of running a major company like that.
These guys aren't even getting up in the morning. Like they're probably living off about 3 hours sleep at night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's
It's
their
madness.
addiction.
Yeah,
They're
fuck
addicted
boy.
to that.
Fuck
You
that.
know,
If you
it's
have enough money
okay
to go to
saying
therapy, get that cured. Have enough money to pay all the therapists in the world. Go off to the jungle, man, and do an ayahuasca ceremony or something, and you'll be like, fuck that job. I have how much money? What the fuck was I doing?
Do you ever watch Silicon Valley when your man goes off on his vision quest? You see that
Nah.
he takes about 4 bags of mushrooms,
Yeah.
and he gets caught in LA traffic, and he starts tripping balls, man, in the middle of traffic. Do you ever watch Silicon Valley?
Nah.
Oh, watch it, man. It's
What is it?
fucking
A movie
hilarious.
like?
No, it's a kind of a fucking, it's a comedy
Series like?
series, yeah.
It's like based in some
It's
place in
no,
Hollywood, is
no,
it?
it's about Silicon Valley, the place out there in fucking is it California, where
That's where
like
they do
Facebook and all them, you know, they all have their main headquarters.
Pretty much everything comes out of there. Everything
but,
technology-wise, kind of. Mostly it's computer, like coding and all that kind of shit. So websites and apps and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
They're constantly at it. Like,
Actually, two young fellas
clever
from
fuckers.
Castle Tryman that invented that.
That
invented
it's like the PayPal you
Stripe,
have for bigger cash. isn't it?
Stripe.
yeah.
Stripe is that
Stripe, is that
what
what
it's
it's called?
Stripe, yeah.
My God,
called?
man.
They're worth $1 billion each or
that's
something.
worth,
isn't it?
Fair juice to
I
them,
think
like.
that company is worth something like 20 billion now or something as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just saw it on the paper the other day.
Jammy bastards.
And they're not
One of
even
them's a
old
ginger
enough
as well,
to
isn't he? No, that's. Oh, sorry, Ross.
Fucking gingerist.
Talking about therapists.
Mikey's in beds.
I tell you, if you keep that up about the gingers, I'm going to have to report you to the one in HR.
The Ginger Society of Ireland.
Scott Tettleman, is it?
The
King of
human
the
resources lady, I'm going to have
Make
to
you
come
eat your parents.
coming into work and getting slagged, you know, about being ginger.
I'm an emotional wreck over that cunt.
I
Like,
know, yeah. I won't be able to sleep.
I
now.
am in bits over the cunt. Like, I can't even ride my wife. can't even walk down the shop.
I can't even ride his wife.
He has a problem with
And
that.
I
as
really
well.
want to do it to get back at him.
What am I supposed to do? Like, oh God, is your man
Yeah,
dead or what?
fucking Therapist buries patients alive in coffins in shallow forest graves to cure psychological problems. Yeah, that's going to cure your psychological problems. all right.
And replace it with fucking mass claustrophobia.
Could you imagine going in? I just feeling a bit weird at the moment. Like, yeah, climb into this coffin. I'm just going to bury you. What?
That's the evil genius there now.
Yeah, evil prick.
But is he trying to cure their claustrophobia and that?
Not claustrophobic, well,
Jesus
psychological
Christ,
problems.
look at that.
Yeah,
Psychological
which would be
problems.
that. Maybe that's what you do. They say conquer your fears, and
Fuck, I don't know.
So the way to conquer your fear is to experience it.
that's
the-
what
it's the
that's what I'm
ayahuasca,
saying.
yeah.
So what I mean, so what kind of fear are you going to? Well, I suppose
Yeah.
maybe fear of being in a closed coffin.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch him there now. He has to listen to your man shoveling clay down on top of him.
But that's a bit, yeah. I think that's a bit more generalised because it
People
says
have-
clear
there's a
psychological
phobia.
fears.
There's a phobia as well of people have of being buried alive.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
one of them,
so-
man.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think
Make
anyone.
sure that if
Everyone
I'm in a
has-
coffin, man, I
but
want somebody to
people
come up with a
actually-
gun and shoot me in the head to make sure I'm dead. Like,
But there's
seriously.
people that actually imagine.
Or you could just get cremated.
It's happening to
Oh
them.
yeah. I don't like being burned alive either, though. Do you know what I mean? Just make sure I'm
You
dead
wouldn't be
before
alive.
I'm. Well, this is what I'm saying. I mean, there's been cases of people in coffins and then waking up.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true too. Yeah.
But does it keep you awake at night?
What?
That fear.
Nah. I drink enough, man, to fall asleep.
Oh, don't me know.
Yeah.
And Jude looking well since he got back from rehab, isn't he?
He's looking fab.
Fab doll.
that
Yeah,
beard came out of
fucking-
nowhere.
We're gone about an hour, lads. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about? No.
About how much Russell
Just
hates
a hope.
Conor McGregor.
Just hope McGregor loses next week.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, fuck it, man. We're
He's
not even
not
gonna
gonna-
do another podcast before then. So yeah, Conor McGregor, I know you're watching. Best of luck, man. Smoke him.
You come for smash this guy.
This is number one bullshit. he call you chicken.
Number one
Smash
chicken.
him.
Number one easy fight in lightweight division. I come for smash this guy.
I can't wait, man. I hope the
Yeah,
God
shite in
McGregor
the bus.
knocks him the fuck out.
Smell
If he
a shite
does,
off your da.
if McGregor knocks him out, man, everyone there's no more you can say.
She's gonna- yeah,
McGregor just
up.
fucking just take the belt and say, look, that's it, I'm done. He doesn't have to do anything anymore to please anybody.
He
That's
doesn't.
it.
He
He's
doesn't,
finished,
like, he
man.
doesn't.
He finished after that fucking Mayweather fight.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be doing this, like, but
Did he
obviously he
sign?
wants to.
Did he sign a 6-fight deal or what?
He did. Apparently, he signed a 6-fight contract, but that means fuck all. Like, that's usually the UFC's way of keeping a fighter from going somewhere else. So if he fights this next fight and decides he doesn't want to fight anymore, there won't really be an issue with that. But if he tries to go somewhere else to fight, the UFC would be like, then the UFC would be like, completely fucked me off. Now what I was going to say. Yeah, you can't go anywhere else because you're under contract with the UFC. Like,
Where else is
yeah,
it?
where's he
You're not
gonna
going to
go,
go to Bellator after that.
yeah, I know, yeah. Someone like him,
Bellator
someone
signed
like-
Conor McGregor. Fucking hell.
Someone like McGregor's not going to go.
Has there
anywhere
been
else anyway.
any more talks of that? He was going to fucking start up his own little fucking.
Yeah,
whatever.
well, he has this McGregor Sports and Entertainment.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's
He's co-promoting the prize. Yeah, he's co-promoting the fight. The
I
prize.
don't know if he's co-promoting it because the UFC never really do that.
Didn't
like,
he say that in the fucking
he's-
interview? That
I don't know. He just
Or
said
the
in
presser.
association with, but he's sponsoring it by Proper Number 12 Whiskey. Here is supposed to be sponsoring the fight. Alright.
Yeah, it's
gonna
on
be
the canvas apparently.
so
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? See what happens. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that for this week. Anyway.
Whap it up, whap it up, whap it up.
Yeah,
pesky
wrap
rabbit.
it up.
Pesky whap it.
Hibbity, that's all, folks.
Porky, huh?
Did you switch it off, Mikey?
No, we're still live.
Live? Go on.
Don't say shit up, folks.